Alright boys, how's it going? Today I'm going to teach you how to multi-drift as fast as possible so you can do a run and have a good time with this trick, alright? So we'll start a new game. It's fine. Go to options, go to control setup, and get preset 3. You can do other presets, but I find that this one works well. Now I have cams that you'll be able to see the controller and exactly what buttons and what motions I'm doing, because I think that's really important to see. Go to practice, go to practice championships. You can do manual or automatic, it really doesn't matter. And then pick the Sardine Extreme. This is the car you're going to be using for now. You can actually do multi-drifts with other cars, but this car works particularly well, and it's just a fast car overall. Go to expert, go to Italy. Italy is going to be your home while learning this trick. So the way that the trick works, so we'll just stay neutral a little bit. The way that this trick works is that you're going to get your boost. Right when the boost is essentially about to expire, you're going to drift. So the way that the drift motion works is that you're going to slap the stick in the direction that you want to go, and you're going to press Z at the same time. So it's like this. Now all the while, you're accelerating, right? You're pressing your A button. So you're going to slap the stick, let go, and then accelerate again. Slap the stick, let go, and accelerate again. And it's a little bit faster than I just presented it to you, so let me show you how it works, right? So you can see that my A taps, or my release of the A button is minimal, right? You see that? Yeah. So this is going to kind of hurt your thumb at first, but you might get a callus or whatever, and your hands will strengthen as you do this a lot. But you can see when I'm turning, I don't really have to pull my stick back too much, but when I just want to go straight, I have to pull my stick back because I don't want to turn too much, right? So you can see how what's happening here under here. So the Z button is doing the exact same thing as my control stick. There's no difference. And all it is just releasing A as the drift is happening so that, you know, because right now I'm drifted, right? And then when I press A, I'm going to return. Let me just go normal speed, right? So here I'm drifting, right? This is just normal cruising, right? Casual. I'm drifting, right? And when I press A, I return. And so that's how you can spam the drifts, is by doing that. You press A, you let go. You press A, you let go. So one more time. Here's how it works. Now look at my speed, right? And look how it never goes away. This is the magic of multi-drifting and why it's so good. Now if I didn't mention, this is a great stage to practice because it doesn't give you too much room, so you'll actually get good at the trick. But you can hear your car really well, and when you're actually doing the multi-drift, you'll hear that the motor, I don't know if you can hear right now, but the motor is not slowing down, right? So that's your audio cue that you're actually doing it correctly, as well as the sound that the car makes when you're doing the drift. Now you're going to need to do a drift, just like this, about every fraction of a second. So if you don't do it, you're going to drop it, which is fine. You're learning how to do the trick. It doesn't matter if you drop it. You can still get a super sick time, even if you multi-drift for 10 seconds. So don't sweat it at all. Alright, that's the beginner lesson that I'm going to give. If you just want to be able to multi-drift and this was helpful, I'm really glad. Go ahead and slap on Italy and give it a try. If you want to stay and learn a little bit more advanced stuff, that's what I'm going to get into now. So there's really 2 advanced things I want to cover in this video. First thing is, how do I multi-drift when there's a big sharp turn? And second thing, how do I multi-drift on dirt, where there's no road and I can't hear anything? So we're going to cover those 2 things. I recommend if you want to come back to this video and learn about those things later, that's fine. Like, don't try to learn too many things at once. Just try multi-drifting, see if you can do it, and see if you can pull it off. One last time, how it works is you pull the stick in the direction you want to go, you press Z at the same time, right, and you have A, and you let go of A, right? Wow, I really can't do it without the car driving. I actually don't think that was correct. Let me just, yeah, I need the car driving. It's all muscle memory, dude. Right here. So really, you can see My thumb is really not coming off of that A button very often. It only comes off when I want my card to come back. And don't get discouraged if you're having problems with this trick, because again, you will get better at it because you're going to be doing this trick so much, so don't get discouraged. Alright, now to the advanced lesson. How do I do sharp turns? Okay, so your practice stage is going to change now. Instead of doing Italy, you're going to go to cruise, and you're going to go to Japan. Also, if something about that last lesson was unclear, please message me. If you stream, I can also come on your stream and I can tell you what you're doing wrong. If you're willing to put on cam and show me your controller, I can literally tell you what you're doing wrong, if that helps. My goal is to get everybody who wants to multidrifting, and you can do it. This is not an impossible trick. It's not bad at all, actually. Anyways, how do I multidrift on a sharp turn? So what you're going to do here, so first of all, Japan is great because it's very wavy, and there's a really great turn segment that I'm going to show you here. Oof, if I can get it. I have the screen totally bent, so this is very awkward. Oh my god. Alright. Come on. I can't see it very well. Okay, well, you know what? I think I just need like a fresh file, or a fresh try. There we go. See? Literally, that's what I needed. Okay. So here we just have our regular multi-drifting that we learned from Italy, right? And now it's getting a little bit more complicated, because we're turning. As you can see, you have about half a second now. Here's the hard part, right? Which I actually failed. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be drifting, but you're going to hold on to the drift this time. So you're going to hold on, you're not going to let go, or you're not going to cancel it, essentially. Let me try to pull it off correctly one time to show you. It's hard for me because I am having trouble looking at my screen because of the way that I have my camera, so I apologize for this not being like super crisp. This is how multi-drifting is. You don't always get it. Here we go. You see that? Now if I had not done that little drift while I was turning, I would not have held it. So I currently have the multi-drift, as you can see by my 180 miles per hour pretty much, right? Here's another turn. I don't know with how the camera I'm showing if that's helpful or not, but yeah, that's how you do it. You know, why don't I slow it down? So, it's a little bit hard to slow it down, but, right? Essentially what you're doing is that, right? Not that. You're not crashing, but you're doing this. You're doing this while you're turning, right? That way you're getting a second one in. Like that, right? Here. Don't feel like I'm doing a super good job explaining, so I'm going to try it one more time. This is, though, the stage that you do want to try when you're looking for a higher level, to try like a higher level multi-drift. Because this stage will teach you everything you need to know about more difficult, strategical multi-drifts when there's a lot of turning to do. If you're able to complete this stage with multi-drifts, you're good to go. So, here, big turn. I don't actually cancel it, right, so I keep going. And I still have my multi-drift. Geez, I hope that the camera is helpful. Let me show you one time with the front like this. you're able to pass that, that's why Japan is so good, is because you have that really big turn right at the start of practice. If you're able to pass that and you still have this particular speed, then you are an advanced multi-drift category, and congratulations, you're probably going to get a really good time in this game soon, so that's great. If you're not there yet, keep resetting and practicing and getting a feel for it. There's a lot of it is just getting a feel for it. You can get a feel for it, and you can literally just end race, try Japan again, see if you can do it. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Alright, the next thing is, what if you take the road away, and what if you don't get to hear anything? So this adds an extra layer of difficulty to multi-drifting, because as you probably learned now, doing Japan and doing Italy, if you followed this video, it's pretty nice to have that audio cue of the car turning. But as you are about to see here, right? Look, I don't get any audio cue here. It just sounds exactly like I'm driving when I'm actually drifting. No audio cue. So how do you do it? So the short answer is you're still able to multi-drift on this terrain, even though you can't hear anything. So you need to practice Italy, you need to practice Japan, you need to practice other stages so that you get the timing down. And when you have the timing down, you won't actually need the sound audio cues anymore because you just know it. So here we go. So look at that. My speed is, for as long as we're in that 170 range, we still have our multi-drift. Alright, this is another good stage to practice turns. Upcoming, actually, here is one of the hardest portions of multi-drift that I fail all of the time. So if you really want an advanced thing, you can try this. As you can see, it did not go well for me given the angle that I'm looking at my screen, but there's really not much to it on the dirt terrain. It just makes it harder because you don't have that audio cue here in your car, so you're just gonna have to get the timing done. All right, so that's as far as I want to go with this kind of beginner multi-drift tutorial video. I hope that this was helpful. You can multi-drift on almost every stage. There's a general strategy though for most stages, and if you'd like to talk general strategy, please let me know. For example, here in this stage here in China, we haven't found a way to optimally multi-drift this entire stage, so we actually, or at least I have a strategy that I use here where I multi-drift some of the stage, not all of it, and so that's stuff that you probably want to learn about, and highly recommend just watching my runs, watching Jeff's runs, just watching people and learning and seeing what they do. But multi-drifting is something you can absolutely learn on your own. I didn't use a video to learn it. I just grinded until I figured it out for myself. I grinded Italy a lot, going for all championships over the summer, and that's really where I learned how this works. So I recommend everybody do that as well. Just really grind at Italy. If you can do all of Italy in a full multi-drift state, you're going to be in great shape. Alright. Hope this video was helpful. Elroy is out.